Hi, good afternoon, friends. Today, let's take up the last part of chapter 6 of Hail, Holy Queen by Scott Hahn. Today is May 1, so it's only fitting, as it is the month of Mary, to be reading on the Blessed Virgin's merit. Let me start. The problem comes when people think of divine providence in terms of human economics. What, after all, did Mary ever do to earn such honor from God? All her good works flowed from His graces. Thus, all honor and glory belong to God. He owes us no graces. If merit is understood as a purely economic term, then to speak of anyone meriting honors from God is untrue and offensive. But if we consider merit in a familial sense, it is as natural as an inheritance or an allowance. In other words, as children in God's family, we merit grace as a child earns dessert by eating everything on his plate. What father begrudges his kids the gifts he gives them, or resents those whom he rewards? As St. Augustine wrote, "When God rewards us for our labors, He is only crowning His work in us." From Catechism number 2006. According to the Catechism, it is God's fatherly action that enables us to merit. Filial adoption, in making us partakers by grace in the divine nature, can bestow true merit on us as a result of God's gratuitous justice. This is our right by grace, the full rights of love, making us co-heirs with Christ. From Catechism numbers 2008 to 9. Christ has merited our capacity to merit, which He confers on us with the grace of His divine sonship and the life of His Spirit. Indeed, Jesus did not merit a single thing for Himself, since there was nothing He needed. Thus, He merits only according to our need. Where does God the Father show the world just how much His Son really merited? In each one of us, to be sure, but most of all in Mary. Unlike the rest of us, in whom there is often a yawning gap between what we want and what God wants, with Mary there is no gap. The Church ascribes to Mary an unlimited capacity to merit. Far from detracting from Christ's saving work, she exemplifies it. By the gift of an infinite grace, Mary attained the goal of the covenant, a perfect interpersonal union of divine and human wills. With Mary, the ideal and the real are one and the same. A subsection is, this is a test. Mary is the test of how well a Christian has accepted the gospel. It's not that she's the central figure of salvation history. She's not. Jesus is. But our understanding of Mary reveals everything about how we understand Jesus and His saving work. We live our sonship best by listening to Mary and loving as she loves. Listening means responding when she says, "Do whatever He tells you." Loving means standing by Christ, even to the cross. Loving means choosing Him in every instance over sin. Divine motherhood is the place where Eve and the ark are fulfilled in heaven and in your home. Divine motherhood is the place where the Church's dogmas become mother's milk for those who wish to grow in wisdom. Divine motherhood is the place where mysticism meets theology in our heart of hearts. Divine motherhood is the place where God wants Christians to meet Christ, their brother. I'll say it again. Adelphos means from the same womb. What establishes brotherhood then is motherhood. For Mary to have given us her Son is remarkable. But for Jesus to have given His mother to us, the very people who crucified Him and sinned against His Father, that is something great beyond imagining. After giving us his mother, we can be sure that there is nothing he would withhold. That's the end of chapter 6. Good afternoon. Thank you. See you tomorrow.